When your cat looks at you, do you know what they actually see? You probably think they see their owner, maybe their favorite human. But the truth is, your cat has never once looked at you and seen a person. What they see instead flips everything you thought about bonding with them. And most owners are completely unaware, which means they're missing the subtle signals their cat sends every single day. Let's start with what your cat really sees when they look at you. 1. They think you're just a really big, clumsy cat. Have you ever noticed how your cat doesn't greet you with wild enthusiasm like a dog might? No frantic tail wags at the door, no overwhelming need to win your approval. And that's not indifference or aloofness, it's actually a form of deep respect. According to renowned anthrozoologist John Bradshaw, who has dedicated decades to understanding feline behavior, cats never evolved a separate set of social rules for humans the way dogs did. Dogs see us as leaders or pack members to follow. Cats simply don't. When your cat headbutts your leg, rubs their cheek against you, or even grooms your arm with their rough tongue, they're treating you with the exact same affectionate behaviors they'd use on another cat in their social group. In their world, you're not an owner or a superior being. You're a fellow cat, albeit a very large, somewhat awkward one who shares their territory and colony. And honestly, that's one of the highest compliments your cat can offer. It means they accept you as an equal, fully integrated into their feline family, not as an outsider or authority figure. This perspective explains so much about their independence and why they sometimes ignore commands or do things on their own terms. But it also reveals something profound about your bond. Because they view you this way, the connection runs deeper than most people realize. It influences how they experience safety, trust, and even stress in your presence. Later, we'll dive into groundbreaking research showing how this unique view physically changes your cat's response to fear and anxiety. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. 2. They bring you gifts to teach you how to survive. Why does your cat proudly drop a dead mouse, bird, or even a bug right at your feet and then sit there staring expectantly? Many owners cringe, laugh it off, or feel confused. But what if this isn't random or gross? It's actually one of the most caring, selfless acts your cat performs for you. In the wild, mother cats hunt prey and bring it back to their kittens, not just to feed them, but to demonstrate hunting skills and ensure their survival. When your indoor cat does the same with you, that maternal instinct kicks in full force. They see you as part of their family unit, but also as someone who's utterly hopeless at providing for yourself. You don't stalk, pounce, or catch anything. Instead, you rattle cans, open doors to cold boxes, and magically produce food without effort. To them, you're like an oversized, inept kitten who needs guidance, so they step up. Some start with fully dead prey as a straightforward lesson. Others bring half-alive creatures to give you practice time. Even toys dropped at your feet with insistent meows can be the domesticated version of this teaching moment. Of course, not every brought item is instructional. Sometimes it's purely an invitation to play, like batting a crumpled paper or toy mouse for chase. Watch the context. If they drop it and stare intently, waiting for your reaction, it's likely teaching. If they drop it and bounce around excitedly, it's playtime. Either scenario shows they chose you as the one worthy of their effort and attention. Recognizing this shifts everything about how you respond to those presents. 3. Your face is mostly a soft blur to them. Ever leaned in close during a sweet moment, only to feel like your cat is staring right past you? That's because, up close, everything is out of focus. Anything nearer than roughly 25 centimeters from their nose appears blurry and indistinct. Even at moderate distances, cats don't see the crisp, detailed sharpness humans do. Their vision prioritizes outlines, contrasts, and broad shapes over fine textures or facial features. So while you might memorize every whisker on your cat's face, they likely don't form a clear visual picture of yours. But what they lack in close-up detail, they gain massively in other areas. Cats excel at detecting motion. Tiny twitches, subtle shifts, or quick movements catch their attention instantly. A flick of your finger, a leaf blowing outside, or even the slightest change in your posture registers sharply. This explains why your cat might ignore a treat held directly in front of their nose. It's not stubbornness. They literally can't see it clearly from that angle. They turn to their powerful sense of smell instead, sniffing to locate what their eyes miss. And that's how they truly identify you, not through a photographic memory of your face, but through your unique movement patterns, your voice tones, your familiar scent, and the overall rhythm of your presence. Your cat builds a rich, multi-sensory portrait of you that feels complete and comforting. It's less about visual recognition and more about an embodied sense of who you are in their world. 4. Their meow exists almost entirely because of you. Have you ever paused to think about how often your cat vocalizes directly at you? Here's a surprising fact. Adult cats rarely meow to each other in the wild or even in multi-cat homes. They rely on silent body language, scent marking, subtle ear positions, tail flicks, and occasional hisses or growls for feline-to-feline communication. Meowing is primarily a kitten behavior used to summon mom for milk, warmth, or protection. As cats mature and become independent, that vocalization usually fades away among their own kind. But when humans enter the picture, something remarkable happens. Your cat quickly learns that you don't pick up on their natural feline signals the way another cat would. You overlook slow blinks, miss tail swishes, and fail to interpret scent cues. You're essentially deaf to their default language. So they revive the one tool from kittenhood that gets results with you: meowing. Over months and years, they refine it into a personalized vocabulary tailored just for your relationship. The short, insistent meow for food sounds different from the softer, drawn-out one for attention. The demanding cry at the door differs from the quiet chirp when they want lap time. They've crafted an entire private dialect that only the two of you share. This isn't random noise, it's deliberate adaptation. Your cat invested effort into creating sounds that bridge the species gap because they value communicating with you. That ongoing vocal evolution shows how deeply they've committed to your bond. 5. You are the key to their deepest relaxation. Have you ever entered a room to find your cat instantly shifting from watchful and tense to utterly boneless ears softening, eyes half-lidded, body stretching out in complete trust? You might assume they're simply tired or content, but research suggests you are often the direct trigger for that profound calm. In a landmark 2019 study from Oregon State University, scientists used a secure base test modeled after attachment research on human infants and dogs. They placed cats in an unfamiliar room with their owner, briefly removed the owner, then reunited them. The results were eye-opening. Over 60% of cats displayed secure attachment, meaning they became stressed or withdrawn when alone but quickly relaxed, explored confidently, and returned to calm upon the owner's return. This mirrors the exact pattern seen in securely attached babies with parents or dogs with owners. Without their human, anxiety rises. With them, safety returns. And this ties directly back to the first point, because your cat views you as a fellow cat in their colony, not a separate or dominant figure. That equality fosters genuine emotional security. Recent studies on the cat-human bond also show how positive interactions boost oxytocin, the bonding hormone, in both you and your cat, while lowering cortisol, the stress hormone, helping them and you handle fear, change, or uncertainty better. Your presence literally becomes their safe harbor, allowing full vulnerability. That's not just companionship, it's a biologically wired trust that transforms how they experience the world. They don't just see you as a fellow cat, they see you as their ultimate safe haven, the one presence that quiets their instincts and tells their whole body everything is secure. Your cat doesn't need you to be flawless. They don't need you to decode every subtle cue. They simply need you to show up, because to your cat, you're not a human. You're not their owner. You're home.